I'm Iyare, and this week on Fantastic Realm, it's a Marvel clean sweep as we've got 5 brand new books from Marvel. Now, I know we have looked at Spider-Man very recently on this show, but this is Amazing Spider-Man 572, and the run on this comic at the moment is that good that it's worthy of inclusion again. Dan Slott is hitting all the right notes for me, and the story is well worth checking out this episode just for the return of a classic Spider-Man villain. And while we're talking about classic, John Romita Jr.'s art on this makes this seem like a classic comic, even though it only came out this week. That's Amazing Spider-Man 572. Pick up a copy. Do yourself a favour. New for this week, it's issue 5 of Captain Britain and MI13. Now, like a lot of you, I jumped on this as part of Secret Invasion and really got into it. So I'm really glad to be reading some Captain Britain. It's been a very, very long time. Now, will this book have the kind of stamina to keep us interested now that it's not part of a big summer crossover? On the evidence of this first issue, I'm really hoping so. It's got a really great storyline, some really great art, and a fabulous guest appearance from none other than Blade. So if you're into Britain meets Blade, then you need to check this out. Captain Britain and MI13 issue number 5. Second part of Marvel Apes is out this week as well, and I tell you what, a lot of people are not feeling what's going on with Marvel Apes, yeah? The sort of person who sits around and enjoys a story about a boy bitten by a radioactive spider, but yet thinks, Marvel Apes, you've gone too far now! Alright, this is a very funny book, alright? What's not to love? I mean, I'm personally one of those people that always found monkeys funny. You know, dogs are dirty, cats are cool, monkeys are cheeky, alright? And this is a very cheeky book, so I don't know. If you don't want to check it out, then don't. It's all right. Would it be making it onto my standing order if it was an ongoing series? Probably not. But as a short little 4-part, it's well worth checking out for a laugh. Marvel Apes, yeah? If you're not down, you're probably got a banana stuck up your tailpipe, mate. It's out this week. Finally, War Heroes issue number 2. It feels like I've been waiting for this book for absolutely weeks. Mark Millar, Tony Harris's story of soldiers who were given superpowers to fight for the US Army, and it's great. Harris's art is really, really nice. He doesn't seem to ever waste a pen strokes. Really clean, really to the point, and all the better for it. And as you know, if you've ever watched this show, or if you know me, or maybe you don't, I'm a humongous Mark Millar fan, and I read all of his books at the moment. So if you haven't had a chance to get involved, this is a good place to do it, because it's only the 2nd issue. There's only 1 back issue to collect, and you'll be bang up to date with one of the hottest books around. War Heroes issue number 2, out this week. It's out this week. It's Uncanny X-Men 502 with Brubaker and Fraction on the writing chores. And as you might imagine, with those 2 guys writing it, things are different in X-World now. So Professor X is nowhere to be found for the moment. And they now live in San Francisco, but it's the mutants, it's the X-Men, so it isn't all plain sailing. But they're a lot tougher now that Brubaker and Fraction are in charge. So if you want to get involved in the new run of X-Men, it's only 3 issues in. This is a great chance to jump on board if you're new to the X-Men. X-Men 502, out this week. That's pretty much all we've got time for on Fantastic Realm this week, but this has been a great week for comic book releases, and there's loads of books that we haven't had time to review this week. Books out this week include this, Spike After the Fall, issue number 3. That's a great book at the moment. This one, Walking Dead number 52, Kirkman's epic zombie kind of soap, is well worth your interest. Thor, the crossover with Secret Invasion, issue number 2. This is well worth checking out as well if you're keeping up with Secret Invasion. And this book, the series that got me back into Superman, Ennis and Quietly's epic All-Star Superman, is up to issue 12 this month, and it's also out this week. You can find further info and buy any of the books we reviewed this week and any of this week's other releases right now at fantasticrealm.co.uk, and don't forget to quote the code FAN1 to get yourself a 10% discount. Now, if you really like the show, leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. You can do it just below, either on MySpace or YouTube. And if you get a chance and you're on the Manor, come down to Finsbury Park and check out the shop at Clifton Terrace. You're always welcome.